Hello again everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 3. We are back here once again in the Palace of Beauclair with Anna Henrietta and Damien Delacroix. Wait, no. What's his name? It's not Damien Delacroix. Damien Delatour. Damien Delatour. We're investigating, well, part of the story is the murder of Count Delacroix. That's my issue. Right. So we did make a couple of revelations in the last couple of episodes, in the sense that we now know that that Detlef is obviously being blackmailed, and the notes that he got in terms of the targets he has to kill to basically ensure the safety of his beloved woman. The notes are written in Nazarian ink, I believe so, and the notes are also stained with a Sangreal wine, which apparently is only served to the ducal family, which means that it must have came from this region somewhere, and from a certain vineyard. So we've got some digging to do. So we're going to go with that with Anna over here.
We all await. You are holding things up. May we depart for
Thanks,
Castel
Damien.
Ravello.
Thanks for your positivity as always. So we're going to go to this Castel Ravello vineyard and we're going to investigate it to see what we can find out about this wine.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Thank you kindly. Yeah, so how did this wine reserved for the royal family end up being put on a letter which was sent to a blackmail letter, essentially? I'm guessing we'll find out, because we don't know who's blackmailing Detlef. Regis theorizes it might be another vampire potentially, but it could be anybody. But it has to be someone with a lot of influence or power to be able to blackmail a higher vampire. That takes some doing. So I'm quite intrigued as to where this is going to go.
Have you ever faced its sword before?
I have.
Off
How
we
did
go.
it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
It kind of leaves you in an unwinnable situation, doesn't it? Really, when you're dealing with a vampire murderer. Because Regis says that he thinks that all this makes Detlef innocent. Detlef is not innocent. He's still a murderer.
Hunters have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Oh shit!
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this.
Back, you beast!
No! You are not attacking no wagon, Panthers. That ain't your wagon to attack. Come on, girl. There we go.
Back, you beast!
Done. Time to move on.
That was,
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Fortunately happened by.
You saved our lives.
You're welcome.
Hey!
Oh God.
Come on, Roach.
If we hadn't strolled by them, we would have seen a maimed child.
It's the best in Ortusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years.
Fabricio.
There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sangreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not
Yeah,
far
it's hard to believe it would just be a random servant, because why are they blackmailing Detlef?
Take it easy.
And why did they target these individuals specifically to be killed, I wonder?
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official
Yeah,
visit.
she's very incognito at the moment.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Just want to talk to you. I'm not
Came
gonna
to
go
see
full
you. Got
inspection.
some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Thank you, Henrietta.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
She has a way with
Want to
words,
talk
doesn't
about
she?
Saint-Réal.
I am at your service.
Okay, who's got access to the wine?
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all
One
alone.
might say.
At least a dozen others work
says.
here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
Okay.
Wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Right. How's the wine transported?
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things.
Oh, she looks like he's terrified.
You lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers.
Jesus Christ, she is a
Remind
hard to
me,
deal with, isn't she?
Where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Jesus, he is mortified,
Come,
isn't he?
Witcher.
She is not someone who you want to mess around with, is she?
The butcher of Bluffigan. We shall wait here.
Okay, let's go and search the cellar then.
What if Fabrizio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of
Yes,
such
he
a thing.
doesn't
He's
seem
been
like the
very
sort to be
loyal.
able to blackmail the
He owes
vampire, I'm
all
not
he
gonna
has
lie.
to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Okay. So is there going to be any traces of someone down here, maybe?
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Read the wine register. Okay.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
The 1269 vintage. Okay. The history of Est. Est, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It is hard to determine when exactly the first barrels of Est were matured, though we can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the Duchy's present lands. What is certain is that the wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who held Est in divine esteem, for that reason bestowed upon Castel Ravello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place in the cellars of the Beauclair Palace for Est, and to this day 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on those shelves. The tapping of any of them is, by order of the ducal edict, Vino Sanctus Est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Oof. Right. Also, this is the letter that Detlef was actually blackmailed with. Detlef van der Eretin, you don't know us, but we know you better than you think. We know your past, your origins, your secrets. We know that you're a vampire, and we know about your weakness for a woman called Renowed. We have news for you. Renowed is alive and well at the moment. How long this lasts is entirely up to you. Renowed has everything she needs, even Kaviri pears, for which, as you know, she has a particular liking. All this, however, may change soon if you do not meet our demands. Renowed may soon be missing not only pears, but bread and water also. We will lock her away in a rat-infested dungeon and start to torture her. First we'll pull out her fingernails, then we'll break her bones, and finally we'll strip her skin off piece by piece. You, however, can save her. All you have to do is go to Beauclair and kill 5 people in a specific way, 5 unimportant souls for the woman you love. You will shortly receive a letter with the first name and instructions. You have 3 days to... Excuse me. You have 3 days to perform the killing. If you do not succeed, instead of the next letter, you'll receive a finger of your beloved. Don't try to look for us, you won't find us. Jesus Christ. Letters naming the beast targets. Count Crespi called himself a knight but spat in the face of chivalry. That's why he should not die with a sword in his hand, but atone for his dishonour on the town pillory. He was a rogue and he should die a rogue's death. Sheet number 2. You did well with Count Crespi. He got what he deserved. Now it's time for Raymond Dulac. That idiot thought he was smarter than a new penny, always issuing his judgments, which broke people's futures and necks. He was a fool and should die like a fool. Alone with no weapon, in a dark alley with a broken neck. Good God. Count Delacroix committed the basest of acts out of his love for money. He tore to shreds the hearts of those who trusted him. That is why you'll cut him to pieces and attach the coin pouch accompanying this letter to his body. Sheet 4. Your penultimate victim is Milton de Parac-Peran. He who should have shown valour in the defence of the innocent turned out to be the greatest coward of the Beauclair knighthood. That is why he must die like a coward. You will kill him during the tournament when the hare hunt commences in the ducal gardens. Milton will be there. He will escape like a coward. Then you will hunt him down and kill him, just like a hunter kills a coward. Ah, so those visions when we saw Detlef hanging around with Delacroix. When he got past that note, that was them telling him to kill Delacroix. Obviously. So that was why he followed him to his mill and cut him up, basically. Okay. Ah, 1269 vintage.
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
But this is Hervelous, not not Sangreal, unfortunately. Okay. Est 1269 vintage.
Est. I think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among
Is there
the
a
best
wooden
in the
hammer
world.
on the floor?
Castel Ravello is famous for it.
This one? Fiorano, 1272.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Pomino,
Got
1273.
Pomino over here.
Just nothing to say on Pomino. Pomino is an uninteresting wine. Sangreal 1270.
Sangreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Where's the goddamn 1269 vintage Sangreal? Over here? It's very dark in here, by the way. Sangreal 1268. We've gone 1 year too far.
1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Must be this one then. 1269. Here we go. We got
Right
it.
here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Knock on the barrels, see if they're full. Okay.
Full.
Full.
This one's
Full.
full too. This one's full too.
Full. Full.
This
Full.
one's full too.
They're all full.
Looks like all the barrels are full.
Ugh.
Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We
Ah.
shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Interesting. Tapper barrels. Okay.
Ready.
Step aside.
Some wine tasting going on here.
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
And the next one. I don't want to go tapping all the barrels in case she does find the one which presumably is going to be fake. Oh, has she found it?
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
So has this barrel been drained and then refilled with some horrible crap, presumably? Oh, God.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Yeah, don't mess with Geralt.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrian aristocrat at
Doesn't
court.
doesn't ring any bells, not gonna lie. Really thought nobody'd find out with that?
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool. Very foolish.
To be honest, like, under normal
beg you, Your
circumstances,
Grace, you
probably
must
no one
forgive
would have
me.
found out. Okay, how did you deliver the wine?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
They That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Okay, so we could potentially go to that meeting point maybe, and then we could maybe catch them in the act. That's enough.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Oof. Hard lines, Fabrizio,
Now
but
it's
you messed up.
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Okay, I'll be back soon.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Tell Damien when you're ready for the ambush. Very interesting. So,
We would not have made it far without your grace.
The important bit is yet to come.
you wonder why these people are wanting the Sangreal though, because it's not like they put they put the Sangreal on that note on purpose. You highly doubt it anyway. That must have been an accident on their part. So you wonder why they want it. Like unless they are essentially businessmen trying to sell the wine on. Who knows really? Who knows? But we'll try and set an ambush for them in the next episode, go and deliver them what they think is going to be a barrel of wine, and instead they're going to get a right kick up the ass. And then hopefully we'll get maybe a pointer or two as to who our blackmailer is. So for now guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next episode of The Witcher 3. Have a beautiful day guys, bye bye.